Right then, this is a quick walk around video for a really lovely Honda Jazz. This is a 1.4 EX, so it's a very high spec one. 2012, but with just 20,000 miles, just turned 20,000 miles recorded from new. It comes with an astonishing service history and is in simply lovely condition. Finished in grey, which looks fantastic on the car. Get the big glass panoramic roof with electric blind. Front of the car, new styling on these. Looks really nice in the car. I think it's better than the next generation actually. Lights and lenses are clear and intact. No cracks or condensation. Bumper, bonnet, extraordinarily clean. Coming down the near side first, passenger side, absolutely mirror smooth in the panels. Alloy on there, really good. Rear alloy again, absolutely fantastic. And then the back of the car, again, all lovely and clean and tidy. The offside, driver's side, as with the near side, just like looking in a mirror on the panels, incredibly clean. Can't see any obvious indentations. Inside rear, offside rear alloy, sorry, very good indeed. Likewise the front one. I mean, it really is in absolutely beautiful condition. Always say there will be the odd tiny little mark that I either just can't see or haven't picked up on, but I try the best I very can. Let's come into the boot area. Really good sized boot on these cars, and the video won't do this justice because this looks like I'm looking in the back of a brand new car. The fabrics, it looks like it's never been used in the back. It's incredibly clean. Coming to the back of the car now, and this is where the Jazzes are miles ahead of the competition. The legroom is incredible. By the way, those two front seats are set for me, and I'm over 6 foot tall, and there's still, I can sit behind myself comfortably. The interior has been kept in absolutely beautiful condition. And of course you get the magic seats, so those will just pop up and stay up if you pull the lever down, and when you lower them down, they concertina down, so they go absolutely flat. Let's go to the front and the passenger side, all absolutely beautifully clean. Finally coming on the driver's side, again all incredibly clean and tidy. I mean, the mileage obviously helps massively, but so does the ownership because that's been kept simply superbly. So inside the car now, dashboard in all honesty looks absolutely like new. It's incredibly clean. Come across to the main dashboard binnacle there, you can see just 20,021 miles recorded, and of course no warning lights of course on the dashboard. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key, all here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda Jazz 1.4 EX petrol. This car is registered PK12JBY with an amazing mileage of just 20,021 recorded. The reason we do the videos, by the way, and actually especially this road test section, is to ensure that if anyone's online looking at any of our cars, they get to see the very car advertised actually in operation. The reason we feel it's important is because, like too many people, we've been to see cars which looked absolutely fine in photographs or description, only to get there and find out it's got an obvious fault that shows up when you drive the car. Also done on these very quiet country roads. This actually forms part of the road test route we take our customers on, and hope is then it'll be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you be offered a test drive in the car. So coming to the car, with such low mileage and with the incredible history it's got attached to it as well, you'd expect it to drive well, and it does in every single way. So that's a complete spoiler for the rest of the video in all honesty, but those who want to persist, I'm going to go through all the major functions of the car. Starting with, of course, the engine, which starts instantly and settles to a smooth, even idle. There are no warning lights on the dashboard at all whilst the engine's running, relating to the engine or any other part of the car. The engine, your classic 4-cylinder Honda petrol engine. They build the best in the world. and it's not just about how they drive, because it is smooth, it's refined, it's beautifully balanced, it's tractable, it's amazingly economical, but their strength, of course, is the fact that they're so reliable and long lasting. This isn't even running yet, nowhere near it, but what a lovely engine. It's just such a docile engine. It suits the character of the car absolutely perfectly, but if you want to put your foot down, it picks up, it responds, you get that kind of induction noise. It's all very muted. It's way more refined than most cars in its class. It's a joyful little unit. Engine feeds through into the clutch and the gearbox. Clutch is smooth, positive, bites exactly where it's meant to, of course. And then you've got your classic Honda gearbox, which is just brilliant. The gear shifts are slick, they're precise, they're satisfying to use. It just all feels just so beautifully engineered. Every thing you press, touch, turn, this is a sort of league above most cars in its class. And that feels exactly as it would have done when it was new, by the way. The steering, again, just precise and accurate. It's beautifully weighted as well, I have to say. There's a tendency for lots of manufacturers, with smaller cars, they tend to give them horribly overlight steering, which I absolutely despise. This has got a weight to it. It's still easy, it's still incredibly easy to manoeuvre at low speeds, but it doesn't feel kind of vague or detached from the car at all. Quite the opposite. It feels very much connected to the road. It also feels as tight as the rest of the car. It tracks dead straight without any vibrations at this speed, or any speed up to the legal limit, actually. The chassis, again, Honda know their market very well indeed, which is why the Jazz has always been so popular. It's a very comfortable car to drive. The ride's well judged. Only the sharpest ridges will ever catch it out, as they will any car. But it allows the car to have, it's nippy, it's direct, it likes to change direction. It's not a sports car, it's not meant to be. But what it does do is give you, it's just a satisfying car to drive in every single way. What I'm listening out for on road tests, by the way, is any kind of knocks or clonks from underneath the car that shouldn't be there, and there are none at all. It's silence in that respect, as you'd expect. I will give the brakes a bit of a shove later in the video, just the kind of chap directly behind me, so I don't want to scare the poor fella to death. Coming inside the car, the first thing we get in is just airy, in terms of it's got lots of light coming in. You've got these extra little panels here which give you a really good feeling of being sort of in control of the car. The big glass panoramic roof in the EXs like this one add a lot of natural light coming into the car, which is really nice. It kind of brightens everything up. But the thing that video can never get across, of course, is build quality. There's no squeaks, no rattles. They are beautifully bolted together cars. There's a reason Jazzes are dearer than most of their competition, when new and used. It's more expensive to manufacture. It's the quality of the components and the build quality that they put into them. It is very much in a different league to virtually, I can't think of any other car in its class that come close over the long term. There's other cars which are well built initially, but when you look at them in years to come, they can feel sort of quite fragile, rattly and buzzy. This is just beautifully done. It's also got, it's such a simple car to get in and drive. Big, simple, easy to use radio, climate control system, which is again a doddle to use, pumps out ice cold air, because we checked that in a nice warm workshop. All the buttons have, as I said, that lovely quality of actuation that Honda give you with all of their cars. The dash is simply laid out. You just look at it, get your information, look back at the road, exactly as it should be, and how it isn't on modern cars, unfortunately. And you've got this lovely leather-bound steering wheel, which is like the rest of the interior, in just ridiculously good condition. I did say I was going to hit the brake pedal, so I will do what I'm said. So yeah, it's just a really excellent brake pedal. There's no pulsing, no vibrations coming back through the pedal at all, and they bite beautifully. As I said at the start of the video, obviously with such a low mileage, you'd expect it to drive well, and it does. But it's also a reminder of why these are such good cars. They are absolutely, because they're lovely to drive. That's the long and short of it. They're not just worthy, they're actually a very, very nice car to drive. And I can't fault it in any way. And I hate to say it on cars, but it literally drives like new. I just can't fault it at all.